All right, here we go. This is our second match of today, and who's going to be our second finalist, or our second semi-finalist, if you have to ask me? Yes, yoe IRONMEN and the Immortals. The tanks that are actually not being visible just yet. Once this match gets started, we'll be able to see that. But
all right, so just for clarification's sake here, we've got the Immortals starting down south as the yellow team, their opponents yoe IRONMEN starting up north as the blue side.
Oh yes, and look at this tank setup. Look at this, Philip. Finally, a piece of artillery once again on Prokhorovka. Yeah.
So risky though.
Yeah,
so risky.
yeah. So, yoe IRONMEN coming back with a piece of artillery. It has been so long since we've actually seen this. I mean, we might have seen this a couple weeks back. It might have been Avantgarde who tried to pull this off, but
honestly, you know what?
It's a big risk.
You know what, Andy? The only thing that could pull this off are those 3 WZ 132s.
Yeah.
for actually yoe IRONMEN. Because they decided to roll out with the Lorraine, but they're not trying to compensate with firepower, because look at the other side, they've got 5 heavy tanks. So they're just counting on a lot of mobility to get eyes for their piece of Lorraine.
Yeah, and what I would do if I were the Immortals is I would just go straight down the middle of the map and force an engagement, because look at that. That's exactly what they're doing, because they realize that the Immortals, or yoe IRONMEN, cannot afford to stand up and fight them head on, just due to the fact that, I mean, yoe IRONMEN, they have so many more heavy, or no, not yoe IRONMEN, excuse me. The Immortals have so many more heavy tanks and a lot more firepower. So the only way, and look at that, already yoe IRONMEN losing one of their light tanks, only 3 light tanks remaining. They have no front line to defend against and allow that Lorraine to rain down shots. I mean, eventually, look at this, the Immortals not even caring about anything and just continuing to just put their face into the enemy team right now. They're just shoving in the face.
They're bullying their way through. I mean, Kitan and Iron Boss both took damage, but unless that Lorraine can come up with a few really nice shots, look at that. Tanaka taking so much hits as well.
Yeah,
so,
Iron Buzz has been
Iron Buzz, has been fired on by that Lorraine.
Oh, Iron Buzz goes down.
Yeah, and that was courtesy of the Lorraine too. But they've suffered too much damage already for it.
They gotta hunt down this Lorraine right now. I believe they do have vision on it. So PNL gonna try and come up here and finish off this piece of artillery. The second they finish off that piece of artillery, it's gonna be it's 100% game over. Because then they have absolutely no more firepower.
You know, the thing is, they lost. Unfortunately for yoe IRONMEN, they lost their WZ 132.
Oh, there he goes.
Yeah, the Lorraine goes down. This is finished.
Finished. Most definitely. I mean, an AMX 13 and a WZ 132 versus 2 AMX 50s, an IS-3 and a T-32. I mean, come on.
No.
There's absolutely nothing.
No, that's
I mean, the Immortals could literally sacrifice one of their tanks, like just run it into yoe IRONMEN, and yoe IRONMEN would most likely not even still be able to come back.
Yes, indeed. I think they threw down their WZ 132s too quickly. Yeah, into battle. They should have gone for something a little more subtle, because they're all clustered together as well. Had I been yoe IRONMEN, I would have spread out those light tanks all the way across the map, and try to secure, even though it takes a little more time, try to secure a more a safer spot for my Lorraine. Because you don't want to give too much map control early on to the Immortals with their heavy tanks, but charging as pretty much a flock of sheep against a pack of wolves is never a good option. I mean, come on.
No, it's kind of like comparing a rat to a lion.
No, exactly. In modern warfare, it'd just be like going against guys with machine guns with bows and arrows. I mean, really, it's just there's no way in the